Just want to give you a quick new update about mine and this channel. I have now gotten a microphone, so now hopefully my videos and whatever else is that I do, will have much better audio quality. Hopefully, give him fingers crossed. I hope it will. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you today about. Today, I am here to talk to you today about yesterday. What is yesterday? It is a movie. That was a terrible intro for this. But yes, I just got out of seeing the movie last night. Phrasing. For those of you that don't know, Yesterday is a film directed by Danny Boyle, who's made other biopic films such as 127 Hours, Steve Jobs, Slumdog Millionaire, and this tells the story of a man named Jack, whose music career is like on a downslide, when one night electricity all over the world goes out, and he gets hit by a bus, wakes up the next day, and he is the only person in the world to remember who the Beatles are. And what sets forth is him advancing his music career by taking on the role of the Beatles in a way by taking their music and making it his own, passing it off as his own. And what follows is a really fun film that honestly I was thoroughly surprised by. Ever since the first trailer came out a couple months ago, I've been incredibly excited for this film. Just mainly because of the premise alone. Like, it's such a different and original premise that it just had me like completely excited. Even though I never been a huge Beatles fan. That's not to say I don't like their music. I do like their music, but what I mean by that is, like, with most other musical artists, it's like I like their music, but I'm not the kind of person that's like, I'm obsessed with this artist, I love their music, it is the greatest, not like that. It's more of a, like, yeah, their tunes are nice, I like it, but I'm not someone that is like, I had to have their album, I had to have that, and like, I'm not really that kind of person. It's not to say I don't like music. I really do like music. Music is a huge part of my life, but like, when it comes to like specific artists, like with Rocket Man, like I really didn't like know all of Elton John's music, but I still love the film. And it's the same with this film. I love the music, especially Himesh Patel's performance in it. Not just in his music performances, because he was absolutely fantastic in those, but also like his moments of like, when he was pretty funny, he was really funny. When he called for like, being a little bit more serious and like, really dig deep inside of like his personal like demons in the film, it works really well. Yeah, like I said, Himesh Patel, he is fantastic. For this being his first film, like, he just absolutely knocks it out of the park, and I can't wait to see what he has in store for the future, because he is fantastic. Lily James as well, she is great as always. I've loved her in pretty much everything I've seen her in. The only thing that I haven't seen her in, surprisingly, is Cinderella, her biggest role. But she's great in this. Both she and Himesh have great chemistry together, and I love the kind of like Willy won't they kind of romance that they have going on. It does hit a couple cliches here and there, but honestly, like, besides that, I thought it was cute. Yeah, the music was done really well throughout. Sad to say though, it doesn't really take like a whole lot of like artistic like choices when it comes to like how it presents it. It just presents it in like your typical music biopic, just like, performing the songs on stage. It doesn't really take any kind of creative measures with the music numbers, and it's not like it's a musical or anything like that, but I feel like there could have been plenty of opportunities to really try and do something different, especially since this is an original movie. Like, it's not based on anything. Like, you have the freedom to do whatever you want with it, and they just kind of went with a normal thing. It's not that that's a bad thing, but I feel like that it could have helped elevate it again to like those higher levels. I'd probably say the only like weakness of the film is that it doesn't fully explore some of the themes and ideas that it presents, really, with like, because he's passing off the Beatles music as his own, and there's times of like, when he's struggling, it's like, it's not really my music, so he kind of has that like detachment from it. It's like he doesn't like feel like he's justified in like getting all this praise and everything like that, and I wish that the film had explored this a bit more, because it kind of does, but then it kind of drops off on that, and it's sad to say, but it's not like it's like completely absent from the film. It's just not as explored as much as it could have been. Kate McKinnon, she absolutely steals the show in this movie. Just like everything she has done, every scene she is in this film, her delivery, her lines are just comedic gold, and she was perfect casting for this role of hers. She's just fantastic. She steals the scene, just like one of the best things about this movie. Another slight issue, at least for me, is like his real motivation for like, starting to like, take the Beatles music as his own. It's like, it's kind of there, but it's like not. It's the same. My same gripe with Brightburn was that the motivation was there, but like it wasn't the strongest. And here, it could have been a lot stronger, because there's two different ways that it could have gone about his motivation. It could have been he wanted like, fame and success, and like this was the way to do it. Or it could have been like preserving the Beatles music, letting it live on, so that way the world doesn't forget like the Beatles music and how much it's like helped shape the world and everything like that. Because that does come up at a certain point, and it probably would have been better if it was was explored a bit more. Same like with his overall motivation. It's not like it's not there, but it does feel a bit weak in terms of like, you know, why he is doing this. Because like he doesn't really, it's not like he doesn't want to get famous. He does, but it's not like your typical kind of music biopic kind of famous getting towards it. I'm phrasing this really weird, but like when you see the movie, you'll understand what I mean. And thankfully, this does not follow the same typical like beat for beat plot of like a music biopic film. It doesn't. I'm very glad that it doesn't, because if it was anything like, you know, what Bohemian Rhapsody did with its plot, I would not have been happy. Overall, I would say Yesterday is it's a really fun film, led by 2 great lead performances, filled with great music. By the soundtrack, it's really good. It's just fun overall. While it does have some issues here and there, overall, I just had a lot of fun with it. I found it to be a very enjoyable time. If you're a fan of the Beatles, you're gonna love this. If you love any kind of music films, you're gonna love this. It's just a really fun film, and it's so great to see like an original film come out in like this bloated summer of sequels, reboots, remakes, adaptations. Because like while those are fine, I crave originality, and thank goodness this is a good originality, because there have been some originalities I've been like, no, but this is good. I very much enjoyed it. I'm going to give Yesterday a 7 out of 10. So yeah, I would highly recommend you go check out Yesterday. It's a lot of fun. It's a great film. I know that my setup is not correct in any way, shape, or form. I just got the mic yesterday, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to set everything up. Sorry for the whole cluster of stuff in the background and everything like that. I'll figure it out eventually, sometime soon, hopefully. But yeah, this will help me like with gaming videos and other things like that. I'm going to be getting a new laptop soon, so that'll also help. So if you saw Yesterday, leave me a comment down below as to what you thought of it, or what you're going to think of it, because future... I don't know. Predict your own future. I don't know. As always, like, share this video with everyone, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that bell icon so that way you can always stay notified. And I will see you all next time. All right. Peace.